You are so wonderful. Have you ever been to a festival? Me too.
How would it be if everything that you thought you knew was turned upside down, opposite from your point of view? And how would you feel if the
my heart has expanded in ways that I knew I had a feeling it would. You know, I had a sneaky suspicion that having a child was going to expand my life, you know, and but you know, you never really understand it until you walk down the path.
If you run 1,000 miles a minute, you can expect to wear out a few pairs of shoes.
I think my songwriting has just really deepened, you know, my understanding of the cycle of life. You know, how now I'm a parent. Now I'm this person who's responsible for this, you know, the upbringing of this little person. I mean, you know, how I talk about life, how I think about life, how I you know, share music and the world with Ruby. She will, that's the blueprint for her life. I mean,
a lot of listening, a little bit of time, not pretend.
And how does that, you know, work with being a touring musician? It's been really interesting to try and figure out the balance. I was worried that being on the road would be harder because I have this love at home, that, you know, this new love, this new little baby that I you know, I want to be around, and I feel I just can't even stand it. I'm loving her more every day. It's just kind of crazy. It's really emphasized how much I love performing and how much I love writing songs and this career path, you know.
What if all the birds are flying just to show us?
I'm really excited for her because she's going to grow up in a life. My hope is that she sees it this way, that she's growing up in a life where her parents are following their dreams, you know, and she's going to feel that possibility in her own life.
How would you change your life? Oh yeah, hearts. How would it be if everything that you thought you knew was turned upside down, opposite from your point of view?
Well, the latest record is called Right on Time, and actually Right on Time itself, the song, I wrote while Ruby was you know, being made in the oven, so to speak. You know, that 9-month period where you're preparing and wondering and you know, kind of, you know, what have I done? What have we done? You know.
When the world seems brighter everywhere else, and your mind is lost inside.
Anyway, so Right on Time is a song that really comes from wanting to put this idea out into the world, you know, for my little girl and for myself and for others, you know, just this idea that we're all right on schedule, that in our lives that we all have individual paths.
Remember, the heart is a tender thing, restless and hopeful, it cries.
Everything in our life has led us to this moment, and that it's all, you know, this asking the question, like, what if it's all meant to be? Like, what if it all belongs, you know, every step along the way. And I want that for Ruby. You know, I want her to feel like she doesn't have to rush ahead, you know, that life is here, right here. I want that for myself. I want that for my partner. I want that for the people who hear my music, and, you know, for the people who don't hear my music, I want them to feel that way too. That's like everyone. I want everyone to be free from these ideas that can kind of confine our dreams, you know, confine our experience of life.
Right on time.
I believe that music is healing.
You are right on time. You're right.
That that it's our job as musicians to provide you know, this other thing that's available through music that's not available in other ways. When you put chords together with the voice singing, with words that have meaning in them, you know, there's something about that that stirs the heart. You know, we hope that we can be as clear as we can be as artists and performers to really offer something that people can feel directly. You know, like, I mean, I'm always looking for the song that directly dives into the heart, you know.
You're right on time, and when you're tired and on your own,
I feel so moved by how I can write a song that heals me, that stirs me when I'm writing it, and then turn around and perform it and see other people feel it too, you know, and reflect back that, you know, hey, I have that in common, you know, with you, and there's something so powerful about that connection, you know. And as an artist, I always have, you know, sort of this eye on, you know, how do I be happy, and then how do I share that journey, you know, with others, and you know, hold space for all the suffering, all the things that you know, can kind of that you know, we need to create space for tenderness. You know, there needs to be some, I don't know, songs have a way of holding us, I think. A big change for me is that in the next couple months we're going to be launching, I guess, a new name for me. I'm no longer going to be just going by Ellis, but I'm going to be going by Ellis Delaney. And it feels like a big change to me, and I'm hoping it's not going to be too big of a change for my audience. Like, I want people to be able to find me really easily, and, you know, the more I get out there, I want it to be just really easy for people to find my music, because I really do want my music to reach more people, and just, you know, for the folks that really feel moved by my music, you know, I want them to have it. So I'm working on my next record. That's you know, putting together the songs for it right now, and like I mentioned before, I'm writing the best songs I've ever written. I'm so excited about this record.
Shelter and a space to be a little tough, not tough enough, a little lost at sea. And when everyone is racing and you join in, if you can, try running with a smile, 'cause there is a danger